everybody, welcome back to my channel, unless of course you're new here, in which case, hi, hello. My name is Ashley and welcome to my random little corner of the internet. As you can tell from today's title, I'm going to be going over my August TBR, which is in line with Book Roast's NEWTs. Now, given everything that is going on in the Harry Potter community, thanks to her, let's go with her, the NEWTs are not going to be hosted this year, and so obviously from my previous content you can tell I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and it does hurt. Everything that JK has been posting is just completely ridiculous, and it does hurt as a fan. So I'm going to try to limit the amount of content on this channel that has to do with Harry Potter, just simply for viewers out there. Know that I do not stand with anything that she says, but Harry Potter is such a big part of so many people's lives. So that's all I'm going to say on the subject. I'm going to hop into my TBR. G has done a fantastic job of creating all of these prompts. I do know that she's going to go forward with something similar because the Magical Readathon is always such a big thing every year. I think she's gonna put her own twist on it and create something brand new, and it's gonna be awesome because she is awesome. So let's get into this. So if you've watched my April video, my April TBR was when we did the owls, and I'll put that up there in the eye. If you want to watch that video, I am studying to be an astronomy professor, and so with that, according to her prompts and her lovely printables, she makes these cute little printables. For my NEWTs, I have to get an owl in the subject that I want to teach in. I need to get an E in Defense Against the Dark Arts and at least 2 A's in any other subjects that I choose. Now, to get an O, which means you have each subject, you can see on my little notes here, each subject has 3 books that you have to read if you choose to get an O. So, you have to get an O. So, for astronomy, because it's a subject I'm going to teach, I have to get an O, which means I have to read all 3 books. An E, you only have to read A and E, and if all you need is an A, you just have to read the first book. So, for astronomy, for the A level is star chart, a star on the cover or in the title. I'm finally getting around to reading Night Circus because, I mean, those are definitely little stars. So that fits the prompt, and I'm super excited to read this one. So for the first level of astronomy, Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. For the A, it says read a sci-fi. So with this one, I'm a little torn. If I choose to read physically, it's going to be Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston, which is obviously the former Jedi. This takes place, I think it's supposed to be between Clone Wars and Rebels, I think, or it might be just after Rebels. I can't remember what it's supposed to be, but that's going to be really awesome. But if I choose to listen to an audiobook, because a lot of the times if my TBR is a little long, I'm not going to get through it if I don't have at least one audiobook. And I did just finish reading Cress by Marissa Meyer, so I may go through and get Winter on audiobook. It's read by Rebecca Soler, and I love her audiobooks. She's great. She's fantastic. So that might be my option there. So I am a little torn on that one. For the level O, it says Universe. Read one of the biggest biggest books you have on your TBR. Now here I was a little torn because if I went, or not necessarily torn, I had to get creative because the 2 biggest books I have on my TBR are Ink Death, which is the 3rd book in a trilogy that I've never read, and Inheritance, which is also the 3rd book in a series that I've never read. So instead, I went with my biggest book, dimensionally. This book is big, it's huge, takes up a whole bunch of space. So, and I've never read it, and so I want to finally read it because I know that it's going to be like the most controversial thing I ever say. I loved the movies, but I've never read the book, so My husband says I have to read it because then I won't like the movies anymore, so I don't know. So, for Universe, biggest book on my TBR, I'm reading Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. Alrighty, so that's it for astronomy. Then it says that I have to have an E in Defense Against the Dark Arts, which means I have to read the A level and the E level. So, the A level is Boggart, read a horror thriller. I'm a big baby. I don't do horrors. Thrillers, I can... It has to be something. Like, it just... So, this book was something I was supposed to read last month for one of my prompts in the readathon I was doing last month. And it just didn't come in the mail soon enough. It is called Caught by Harlan Coben. And it is a psychological thriller about a woman... she's a journalist who's doing a story on child sex trafficking. And, given things going on in the world right now, it's it could be a horror. That's it, definitely. But thriller. We're gonna be reading Caught by Harlan Coben. I'm scared to read it, but we'll see how this goes. The E level is Kappa's Water Demon, either a book with demons or a water theme. Way back in April when I did the owls, I read City of Bones for one of the prompts, and then I read City of Ashes for another prompt. I'm finally going to read City of Glass now, because it's it's got demons in it, right? So, that fits the theme. Finally going to get to read this one. So, for a book about demons, I'm going to be reading City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. So, those are going to be my two classes that are mandatory. The other two are whatever subjects that I want to teach or want to read, and that's just pretty much based on what the prompt is and if I really wanted to read a book in that subject. So the first one is going to be Muggle Studies, read a comic. So as of July 31st, Umbrella Academy Season 2 is out on Netflix, and I absolutely love Season 1, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read The Umbrella Academy by Gerard Way and Gabrielle Ba. Gabrielle Ba? I'm not sure how to say it, and I'm sure it's going to be awesome. For those kids who don't know that Gerard Way isn't just a comic book writer, lead singer of My Chemical Romance, brings me back to my junior high slightly emo phase. So that's going to be really fun to read. And then for the last book that I plan on reading is going to be from the Transfiguration prompts. The first one is Laphoforce spelled an animal on the cover or in the title. I am going to be reading Mythos by Jason Headley, and he's got a dragon and this crazy turtle thing and this crazy giant chicken thing. This book is, this is exactly Jason's words, is a teenage coming out story set on an island similar to Jurassic Park, and just like anything would go on an island like Jurassic Park, things go crazy. I found this book because Jason is over on TikTok at EasyCat, and he's just absolutely adorable. And due to the whole Trump might ban TikTok thing, he has finally created a booktube. So I'm going to link his channel down below because he is just the sweetest guy. He's just so cute. And he has written 5 books, and Mythos is one of them, and I'm super excited to start reading it. So there we go. Alright guys, that's going to be it for my August TBR. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button as well as that big red subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are always notified every time that I upload. And until next time, bye!